Hello, good morning, dear students. Today we are moving further with the fifth chapter of our first flight textbook, and the name of the chapter is 100 Dresses Part 1. And in that, this is the first part. We are doing the 50% portion of the chapter today so that it would be more clear to you. So, let me just give you the introduction about the chapter. So, from the first flight textbook, we are doing the chapter. The whole chapter is about a little girl named Vanda Petronsky, and there are two other girls in her class. The name of the girls are Peggy and Madeline, and they were the girls who belongs to a very rich family, and they were just having the mentality that Vanda is not a good girl as she is not wearing the fashionable clothes like Peggy and Madeline. So there is a conversation between Madeline, Peggy, and what they think about Vanda Petronsky. So let us just have a look on it. Today, Monday, Petronsky was not in her seat, but nobody, not even Peggy and Madeline, the girls who started all the fun, noticed her absence. So the story starts from the day that it was Monday, and Vanda Petronsky was not present in the class. But nobody, means none of the students of the class, had observed that Vanda Petronsky is not present in the class. Even the Peggy and Madeline, the two girls who used to make fun of Vanda Petronsky, even they did not notice that she had not came to the school today. Usually, Vanda sit in the seat next to the last seat in the last room in the row in the room number 13. So usually the seat of the Vanda Petronsky was on the last seat in the last row, and the class was room number 13. She sat in the corner of the room where the rough boys who did not make good marks sat. The corner of the room where there was most scuffing of the feet, most roars of laughter when anything funny was said, and most mud and dirt on the floor. So the location of the class is given that where Vanda Petronsky used to sit. That she used to sit in the corner of the room where the rough boys, means the boys who did not have an interest in the studies and such type of boys used to sit, and it was the last corner of the class where there was most scuffing, means where the people used to move their feet like anything, and they used to make noise, where most of the laughters and most of the fun used to take place in the class, and all the things which funny things were going in the class in the last place, and there and that corner it was the seat of Vanda Petronsky. Vanda did not sit there because she was rough and noisy. On the contrary, she was very quiet and rarely said anything at all, and nobody had ever heard her laugh out loud. So no doubt Vanda used to she sit over there, but she was of such a nature that she was not totally rough and noisy like the other boys. On the contrary, means on the contrast, she was very quiet in nature. She did not say anything. Rarely some of the students or some of the teachers had observed that Vanda Petronsky was saying something, and everyone, none of the class, students of the class had observed that on any of the day Vanda had laughed out loudly. Sometimes she twisted her mouth into a crooked sort of smile, but that was all. So sometimes when the boys used to pass some type of comment, at that time she used to just have a smile. But when she saw that other children are looking at him, then she will just feel little shy. Nobody knew exactly why Vanda sat in that seat, unless it was because she came all from the Boggins Heights and her feet were usually caked with dry mud. So nobody was knowing the exact reason that why Vanda Petronsky used to sit on the last seat of the classroom. But the major reason why she used to sit over there is that because she used to come from the Boggins Height. Boggins Height is a place where there are, I should say, rough muds and जैसे कीचड़ हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, such type of mud over there, and because of that area, and when she used to pass from there, her shoes used to be dirty. So while sitting in the first bench or while roaming in the class, because of that muddy shoes, the whole class will be full of mud and the whole floor will be dirty. So to save from other children from all these things, she used to sit in the last bench. But no one really thought much about Vinda Petronsky once she sat in the corner of the room. But when she used to come in the class and she used to sit at the corner of the class, no one would used to see that what was the problem with the school or what did she do or nothing like that. The time when they thought about Venda was outside the school hours at noon time when they were coming back to school or in the morning early before the school began, when groups of 2 or 3 or even more would be talking and laughing on their way to the school. So this is the time when Peggy and Madeline were thinking about the Venda, and it was the time when they used to stand outside the school before the school hours, and it was either it should be the noon time when the they used to get off from the school, or it was in the morning time when they used to enter to the school, when the number of children will be coming to the school with their friends in a group of 2 or even more. Then sometimes they waited for Venda to have fun with her, but sometimes Peggy and Madeline used to they used to wait for Venda Petronsky so that they can have fun with her. The next day, Tuesday, Venda was not in the school either, and nobody noticed her absence again. So this was the situation of Monday. But on the next day, Tuesday as well, Venda Petronsky did not come to the school, and again no one observed her absence. She was pretty, she had many pretty clothes, and her hair was curly. Maddie was her closest friend. The reason Peggy and Maddie noticed Venda's absence was because Venda has made them late to the school. So the 2 days Peggy and Madeline did not observe that Venda did not came to the school, but on the 3rd day they observed that why Venda is not coming to the school, because when they were waiting outside the school to make fun for Venda, because of her waiting, they had just waited for a little more time and they became late for the school. So that was the reason that they thought that Venda is not coming to the school for 2 days. But on Wednesday, Peggy and Madeline, who sat down front with the other children who got good marks and who didn't tackle in the whole lot of mud, did notice that Venda wasn't there. Peggy was the most popular girl in the school. So as Peggy used to belong from the very rich family, and on Wednesday they got the marks and they used to sit and they used to have fun with the children who used to score more marks. So on that day they observed that Venda is not coming to the school and Peggy was one of the most popular girl in the school. They had waited and waited for Venda to have some fun with her, but she hadn't come. They often waited for Venda Petronsky to have fun with her. They waited and waited for Venda Petronsky to have fun, but she did not come. Venda Petronsky, most of the children in the room number 13, they didn't have the names like that. They had names easy to say like Thomas, Smith or Allen. So Venda Petronsky was a name which was quite unfamiliar in their country, and they did not heard this type of name for in the earlier days. So they were just thinking that it was also one of the bit awkward type of name because they hadn't heard such type of name. They were only having an easy names like Thomas, Smith, Allen, etc. There was one boy named Bounce, and people thought that was funny, but not funny in the same way that of Venda Petronsky was. So there was another boy in their school whose name was Bounce Willie, but no doubt that boy was also having a funny name, but it was not so funny like Venda Petronsky. Venda did not have any friends. She came to school alone and went home alone. She always wore a faded blue dress that didn't hang right. It was clean, but it looked as thought it had never been ironed properly. So Venda did not have any kind of friends in the school. She just came alone to the school and used to go back alone to the school, alone from the school to home. She was only having a single blue color dress which was not fit properly, and it was little bit clean, but though it did not look properly because it was not ironed properly. She didn't have any friends, but a lot of girls talked to her. No doubt she was not having any friends with her, but there are a number of girls who used to talk to her. Sometimes they surrounded her in a schoolyard, and she stood watching the little girls playing hopscotch on the hard ground. So sometimes Venda Petronsky was standing, and number of girls used to stand around her, and they used to see the girls, little girls who were playing the hopscotch. Hopscotch is a play game which is shown in the figure as well. So Venda, Peggy, would say in a most courteous manner as though she were talking to Miss Mason. So Venda, so as Peggy was saying to Miss Mason is the name of the class teacher, and she is saying that Vanda. So she is just reminding to the class teacher that Vanda Petronsky did not visit this school. Vanda, she said, giving one of her friends nudge, tell us how many dresses did you say that you had hanged up in your closet. So this is the time when they were just reminding that they had have fun with Vanda Petronsky like this. That nudge means to give a gentle push. That ગુજરાતીમાં જેને આપણે કહીએ ને કે કટાક્ષમાં કેવું such type of a thing. Then she is saying that can you tell me that how many number of clothes or how many number of dresses did you have hanging up in your closet? Closet means your cupboard. 100, Vanda would say. 100, exclaimed all the girls incredulously, and the little ones would stop playing hopscotch and listen. So this was the time when they were looking to the girls who were playing the hopscotch, and Vanda Petronsky would say that no, she is having 100 dresses with her. Then Peggy and Madeline would just stare at her that you are having the 100 dresses with you, and the rest of the girls who are playing the hopscotch, they were just shocked by hearing the word 100. Yea, 100, all lined up, said Vanda. Then her thin lips drew together in silence. What are they like? All silk, I begged, said Peggy. Yea, all silk, all colors. So Vanda is saying that yes, all the colors and all are of silk, and they are lying in my closet. All are lying in the closet, means the cupboard. Velvet too, yeah, velvet too, 100 dresses. Vanda would repeat, totally all lined up in my closet. So when Peggy is saying that you are having the color of velvet as well, material of velvet as well, she is saying that yes, velvet too. No doubt she know that she was lying to her, but she was saying that she is having such type of dresses. Why? Because other children will not make fun of her. Then they would let her go, and then before she had gone very far, they couldn't help bursting into shrieks and peals of laughter. So when Vanda was saying that she is having 100 dresses with her, then the children will laugh at her, and as she tried to move ahead, she will just think that no, rest of the children are making fun of her. 100 dresses. Obviously, the one dress Vanda had was the blue one which she used to wear every day. So why did she say that she had 100? What a story! How many shoes did you say you had? 60 pairs, all lined up in my closet. So as Peggy is saying that I know about the 100 dresses that you told that you are having the 100 dresses with you, but what about the number of shoes that you are having? Because I know that you are having one dress which you used to wear at school every day, but what about the number of pairs of shoes you are having? So she is saying that she is having a 60 pair. Cries of exaggerated politeness greeted this. All like, oh no, every pair is different, all colors, all lined up. So she is saying that yeah, I am having of all the colors and all are lined up. Peggy, who thought up this game, and Maddie, her inseparable friend, were always the last to leave. So when they used to make fun of Vanda Petronsky, it was the time where Peggy and Madeline, they were the only inseparable friends, means they were very close friends, and they were the only ones who used to leave last after teasing Vanda. Finally, Vanda moved up to the street, her eyes dull and her mouth closed, hitching her left shoulder every now and then in a funny way she had, finishing the way to walk the school alone. So after having all these type of things and after being teased by the girls, she used to just move out to the school after the school, and she used to go alone. Peggy was not really cruel. She protected small children for bullies, and she cried for hours if she saw an animal mistreated. So Peggy was not very cruel, means she was not having the good heart, and bullies are the things that those who use their power to frighten the other people. So she was just protected. So she just used to protect the other children, and Peggy was of such a nature that if she saw anyone who is mistreating the animals, she will just cry for that. Thank you.